Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to look at this good sized Portulacaria afra. I'll put my hand in here so you can kind of see how big it is. From probably the top of the pot to the top of the tree, you're probably looking at 2 feet, or maybe a little more. So it's a good size. So today we're just going to give it a maintenance prune. We're out here on the patio because some of my trees are almost getting too big to drag them into the house to my indoor setup. So I like pruning some of my bigger trees out on the patio. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'll zoom into the top so we can kind of see what I'm doing. So we'll just get started by taking some of these really long shoots back. I mentioned it was 2 feet, maybe 2.5 feet. It'll probably be back down to 2 feet because we're probably going to lose 6-8 inches off the top. So that's kind of where the trees want to grow, is the top, just to get more light. So tend to be a little more aggressive at the top because that's where they want to grow. So you can cut them back a little more and then they'll really flush back out pretty quick. So yeah, this is a tree that I've had for a few years. I bought it as a larger nursery stock or pre-bonsai stock, and was pretty happy with it. And then a squirrel ended up, let me show you that down here, ended up deciding to take a gnaw out of it. Back here, so you can see it took quite a bit off of that. But so then I almost mention the squirrel every time I work on this tree, but I'm getting tired of that. So I kind of call this my lightning strike tree because it kind of looks like what happens when lightning strikes the tree. So that's what we're calling it. But yeah, those squirrels, I tell you, I ended up getting an enclosure, it's called a raised bed enclosure. And it was working fine, but it was kind of a nylon mesh screen and it didn't weather very well. It really faded fast and got brittle. And then, believe it or not, the squirrels actually like to chew on it. So it chewed holes in the mesh. So I ended up trying something different this year. I might show you here real quick. Or maybe at the end of the video. So stay tuned. I'll try to show you what that is, but I'll do another in-depth video on it. But what I did, I ordered on Amazon. They actually called it a chicken coop, and because that's really what it's for. So I figured if it keep predators from getting to your chickens, it could probably keep the predators from getting to my trees. So that's what I did, and it turned out decent. Like I said, I'll show you a picture or video here, just a quick one. As I'm filming this video, I'm not sure where I'm going to do it. I may insert just a quick shot of it here, or I may do it at the end. But anyway, if it's something you're struggling with or need to keep your trees safe, because I find the squirrels really wanted to chew on the Portulacarias. They didn't mess with my harder bark trees like my ficus or anything, Chinese elms. But yeah, they really took after the Portulacarias. So, but anyway, the enclosure, I'm really happy with it. I painted it. It came like a galvanized steel, and I painted it all brown. It just really kind of blends into the landscape, or my backyard, I guess. So it really doesn't stand out I painted it with a matte brown paint, so it doesn't really reflect the sun, because that galvanized, it just really kind of an eyesore just because it was so shiny. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far. It's got a door on the front of it. You know, my other one was just a zipper opening that I had to mess with. But get zoom back out here. May have been making some cuts, wasn't paying attention. That may have been a little bit out of the screen, so I apologize if that was the case. That's one thing about working on these big trees. They're just tough to get in the camera frame. I'm just getting some of these longer shoots out of the way, and then I'll come back later this summer after it really starts fleshing out and do a little more of a detail prune on it, and you know, work on more of the pad refinement, pad layers, you know, opening up some of these gaps in between here, all that good stuff. So if you're not subscribed, smash that button down so you won't miss when I post new videos. But if you're not up to subscribing yet, you know, I would appreciate at least a like button push. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine too. That's looking much better. Open it up a little bit. Getting some of these shoots that got a little too leggy, knocked back. Pretty happy with the way she's looked. Yeah, I'm liking it. With this piece of wire on here, I think I might just reposition that branch, just bring it up a little bit. Not too far. All right, I think that's probably just going to about do it today. Let me give you a spin around so you can kind of see the whole tree. So there's the front, there's the left side, there's the back, right side, and back to the front. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.